My name is AJ Brewer. I'm the owner of Brewer's Cafe, little cool coffee shop right here in the south side of Richmond, Virginia. Neighborhood that means so much to me and my family. So when my little buddy Parker was 3 months old, I quit my job and didn't know it at the time, but had this burning itch to make this transformation in my life. And I quit my job, I opened up the coffee shop, and it was always really a dream of mine to live in a community, work in a community, build in a community, and raise my family in one community. So that seed was planted in me a while ago, so I just, I had a very unique opportunity when I was 30 years old to open this space up, and so that's what we did. We opened up, we moved across the street, moved my mom in, my sisters, and that was maybe like 5 years ago. We never dreamed it would get to this point, really, to be honest with you, but just super happy and humbled that I was able to go after my dreams, and have my son there watching me has been just an unbelievable privilege. So the reason why we incorporated juice in the beginning, which was May of 2019, was two major reasons. The first reason was we needed another revenue stream. The appearance that Brewer's Cafe is a money-making endeavor is quite far from the truth. It may appear as though things are financially well, but we're constantly looking for ways to stay afloat, constantly looking for products to sell that will bring in revenue, while at the same time, encouraging a more healthy lifestyle. I think it clicked really when I was sitting in the hospital bed, dealing with kidney failure. There's going to have to be something that's going to be sustainable for my family to produce an income to live off of. Creating generational wealth is something that I preach, something that I think is the most important aspect to living the ultimate American dream. And so when I was sitting in that bed, it was like, all right, now is the time. This is something that I enjoy. This is something that even my son enjoys it, man. It's an easy product to get a more healthy lifestyle, infused, if you may, into our society. There's something about drinking fresh fruits and fresh vegetables that is easy, for folks. You pick up a watermelon and carrot juice with a little mint, it's like refreshing. This is really, it tastes good. So, yeah, man, that finance piece, creating generational wealth and just generational health is super important for me. So our goal with bottling our juice really is to have that Brewer's brand across the country. We want to be in coffee shops, restaurants, school systems, grocery stores across the country. We want to be one of the go-to places to purchase a fresh, cold pressed juice. Some of the more specific goals are, bringing in vending. So, as we think about incorporating refrigeration into our cold pressed juices, one of the major investments that we're having to raise money for are these refrigerators. And so a completely labeled, decked out Brewer's Cafe cold pressed juice refrigerator is going to cost some money, but that in and of itself can, decrease a $200,000 store down to, a few $1,000s, and have that on the shelf in a school, have that on the shelf at University of Richmond, have that on the shelf at Whole Foods or Elwood Thompson, and expanding is really how we feel like we're going to be sustainable. Just to do something because it's cool or it looks cool or it tastes good is really not, I think, the appropriate direction for an entrepreneur. We have to adapt. It's 2020. I had COVID hit. I had renal failure hit. My son is now 6. I've got a child coming on the way, and you just begin to think about sustainability and longevity, and having those Brewer's cold press bottles which may again lead to other products that we begin to bottle down the line, is just really key to, I think, brewers being able to stay around through, you know, one of the most trying times that I think that we'll ever see. The truth is, this year has been, again, one of the most trying times that I've ever experienced. Buddy, can you sit down? It's been one of the most trying times that I've ever experienced. And again, being at that fork in the road is causing me to really evaluate, has caused us to really evaluate whether we continue to go or do we shut down business. I mean, there have been an unbelievable amount of restaurants and retail shops that have closed in Richmond that leave me kind of speechless. And you know, I can't even lie and say that's something that I haven't thought about. But, you know, thinking about my family, my community, my future wife, my son, you know, our brand has to succeed. And I really could not have gotten to where I am. Brewers could not be where it is today without the support of my community. So I'm really leaning on you guys now, because incorporating a new business is quite expensive. Trying to invest the right amount of time and effort into my family and into my business has been quite difficult. And I just don't know if I can make my products as successful without the help of our community. So, you know, anybody who is reading this or seeing this, you know, I'm encouraged by, you know, the generosity that you've shown me so far. And I hope that continues through this, because again, we want to see that Brewers brand in the city schools. We want to see the Brewers brand on shelves, you know, and for all of the customers that are supporting me, I hope you guys continue to support me. And I hope I always have your trust. And, you know, I really hope that we're able to create some magic together, because what we've been able to accomplish here on the South Side, on Bainbridge Street, can be replicated across the country. And I need your help. So.